Hello, my name's Hannah, and today we're doing a family starter home in Willow Creek. And I think I might have said that I was going to do a starter home sometime in last week's voiceovers, and so I did do that. I figured it would be an easy thing to just do, because the starter homes take me about the same time that an apartment does, which is kind of strange, mostly because the starter homes, you can't put any decorations. Well, you can, but you can't put extra decorations in. You can't put decorative plates, because that's just a waste of money, and so you just kind of put it on other things. And then the most of the time that is spent when I do these builds is thinking of how I'm going to use the money and how I'm going to distribute the things. And so I started out with just a basic shell, and I think I started with 25,000 or somewhere around there. It would have said at the beginning of the video, but it was around there because it is a family starter home, and so that makes it start with more than that. I think there's 3 bedrooms. There's the parents, and then there's 2 teenagers, children, which there's a bunk bed, and then there's a toddler's bedroom. So I think there's 5 people that can start, and I don't know exactly how many people, or how many people could fit, and then also with how much money that gives you when you start right out of Create a Sim. So I'm not really sure, but I thought 25,000 was pretty good because I think it's around there, but it is also a little less than 25,000. I think it's around 24,000. So I thought that was pretty good. Also with the fact that I can spend that much money on a singular room. I feel that it just thinking about it, I've probably spent that much money on a good section of a house before, not even the whole thing, but just part of it. And so, and also other starter homes that I've made 20k houses that have only 2 bedrooms, and this one has 3. I have made 10k starter homes that have 2 bedrooms too. It's not hard to make a starter home because things in the game, there are cheap options, and also I wasn't really struggling because I did choose these seasons windows that are pretty cheap, and also there's not a foundation. Well, there might be. I think I added a foundation later on when I was I have so much money left, what am I supposed to do? And so then I added a foundation, but I just didn't have a lot to spend the money on, so it was really easy, and I probably could have updated some of the other things. I was thinking about getting a better fridge or stuff like that, but then I was nah, it's just not worth it, because some of the medium range fridges are kind of ugly, so I just don't use them ever. You go from 400, which is okay, and then you get to 1,000 and it's ugly, and then you have to go up to 1,500 for them to be not ugly. And so I was just it's not really worth it, because I would prefer it to look good and be cheap than be ugly. But I guess that's probably kind of strange. In a starter home, you would want it to be better quality for a little bit more money, but I was just I don't want it to be ugly. So because some of the other parts of this house I was trying not to make ugly, the living room, I just didn't know what I was doing with it, because it ended up navy, I think. And I try not to use navy because it's a dark color, and also because I use it all of the time. It is a very good color, and so I end up using it too much. But I ended up going with navy mostly because the cheaper couches kind of have a texture, and when the couches are darker you can't really tell. But I also wanted some color, and so basically it ended up navy and medium dark brown, which is basically every house I made in 2019. So, but that's okay. It's a little bit of a throwback of the color scheme, which is exactly why I try not to use the navy and brown. It's just because I've built so many things with that color scheme that it's just ugly now. But I was trying to go with it because it did look okay, but it was just a lot of just bold colors, because those are both pretty dark colors, and so it was pretty just stand outy. And so, but I thought it was pretty good. I fit a dining table in here too, which is pretty impressive because it's kind of small in the living areas and stuff. And so I was pretty proud of that dining table, and it's got 4 chairs, so I think it should be I think 1 less, but you don't put a toddler on the dining table anyway. I don't know anybody who actually uses those, so the toddler chairs or whatever, just put them on the floor. It's fine. You'll be okay. But the people, the actual people that can sit in chairs, they could have a chair. The toddler, once it ages up, it can have the couch. It's fine. But that's about it for the starter home. So now I'm going to move on to what I did the first week back. So for starters, it was the first week of second semester of school, just some like first context of stuff. And so I started on Wednesday. I was very glad I started on Wednesday. I did not want to start on a Monday and Tuesday this week, or last week. It's Sunday. Yeah, last week. Those were pretty good. I did my voiceovers on Monday or Tuesday, one of those 2 days. I think it was Tuesday though. I'm not really sure, but I did my voiceovers one of those days, and I much preferred that for some reason. One, the house was quieter, and like slightly, and then also because I just like felt like doing the voiceovers at that point. Usually during the weekend, I just like kind of want to do the voiceovers, but like usually when I have like days off, I'll be like, I want to do voiceovers, like very much so, and not like just like a little bit. Like I enjoy doing voiceovers. But like sometimes I just don't want to talk, so it's like those are different things. Voiceovers and talking, different, I swear. But it's just like when I have days off, I'm much more inclined because I have no one else to talk to. Like on the school days, I'm forced to talk, and the weekends I'm just like taking a break of not talking because that is what I enjoy doing, is not talking. And so actually like talking, it's just like, oh, I have to go talk, and so it's odd, but you know, that's just how my brain works. But on Tuesday I was really excited to do voiceovers, and so then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I had to go to school. Unfortunately, we had to go over the rules again, which is the worst part. I'm just like, it's rules, syllabus, and expectations time, and I just don't like that. One, it's just repetitive because it's every year, the same things every year. Other than the syllabus, nothing changes. And I'm one of those kids that doesn't have to be reminded of the rules. One, I don't talk ever, so most kids that don't talk like I do don't have any issue with the rules. There are some kids that I need to smack with a rule book sometimes, I feel like it, but they don't care. So the rules are really just not necessary because the kids that are going to follow them already know them, and the kids that are not going to follow them are not listening to you anyway. So it's just kind of annoying to just go over the rules. The syllabus is fine just because they just talk the entire time, and then we don't have homework, which is a plus because next week I'm gonna have I had so much homework this week too, but like next week it's gonna be more homework, and that's even more annoying. So, but if we just do the syllabus, like Wednesday I wasn't gonna have homework, but then Thursday I had a game, and so that's really annoying. So that meant I had to do Thursday's homework on Wednesday, which is kind of annoying because I was exhausted after Wednesday because, you know, first day of school back, and I had to deal with people, and so I was just not wanting to do that, but I had to do homework, and so, but that was fine because then I got Thursday to just go to my game, be freezing, but then I was busy Wednesday night for like 2.5 hours, which isn't bad compared to some of the homeworks that I do. But I just had to do like all of these things, and also the About Me slides. I talked about this in like August when we went back. They suck so much. I hate them. I had to do some of those too. Not very many, just I had to do some of those like fill in the like documents like on Google Documents or like whatever it's called, like the just questionnaires, I don't know. But I had to fill out those again, even for the classes that I was in last semester. I'm like, I don't care. Like, when is my favorite movie going to be important? It's just super annoying. I hate it so much. But I had to do one of those. And then for health class, I had to do like a slideshow where I had to find a picture of me without a mask on. And I don't have one of those. I don't have pictures of me with a mask on either. But she was like, you know, figure out, like, put a picture on there so we know what you look like without the mask. I'm like, I don't care. This random kid over here also could care less if they know what I look like without a mask on. None of us care. I don't care. Like, if I wanted to see someone without a mask on, and I don't, I could figure out other ways to figure that one. Like, if you're, like, make friends, you would see them eventually, like, at lunch or something. But, like, I don't care what, you know, Joshua in the corner who just makes dumb jokes the entire time looks like without a mask on. I could care less. So, and I was just scrolling through my phone the entire time, just like going, where, I don't have any pictures of myself. The most recent picture I have that has no mask is me, like, last January. And I had, like, longer hair at that point. So, and also I don't think I look that much like that, which also may be false, but it's just, like, the longer hair, I have it, like, at-ish my shoulders right now, and it was like down to my hips, so like that's really different, and I didn't want to use that photo. Also, it was pretty bad because it was like, I don't take actual photos of myself, which is kind of strange because like all of the rest of the people on my cheer team take like Instagram photos daily. It's really weird. I don't understand that, but you know, that's just me. But all of them had photos. A lot of them just had photos that they could just get on and were finished by the end of class. And I was like scrolling for like months in my camera roll. Did not find any. I ended up cropping one of my cheer pictures that I don't particularly like because one, you can't see anything in that picture. It is dark and on a football field, and it's taken by one of our, like, I think one of the parents or one of the coaches, I don't know. But it just wasn't good, and also it was like shaky, so it was like slightly blurry. It was kind of annoying, but I was just like, get it over with. No one cares. So like, I don't think anybody's ever gonna look at that slideshow, ever. Like not once is someone going to touch that slideshow. I think maybe the teacher was gonna look at it like once for like a brief bit to grade it, maybe even, I don't even know. But no one cares. No one's gonna go look at that slideshow, so it doesn't really matter. So I was just like, plop the picture down. Don't care, and just move on. And so other than that, I got a basically entirely new chemistry class, and if you remember last like semester, I had a pretty annoying group of people, and like most of them were okay, but just the two boys that put soap in the drawer. That story, different video. I have an entire video on that one, but they are no longer in my class. I'm very glad about that because they were so annoying. They literally purposefully made the sub upset or like annoyed at them just for fun of it, and those kind of kids I just don't like. They're just so annoying. Like, you could just move on with your day. Just do literally anything. Just keep going. You don't even have to do the work. I don't care if you do the work or not. But you're purposefully shoving metal sticks in a pencil sharpener to break it. That is stupid. Like, it's just so annoying. I don't get it. Those people, what are you doing? You could literally do anything else for fun. Like, you have your phones. Like, this person doesn't care if you're on your phone or not. You could do anything on there, and yet you're doing this. It's just annoying. But I don't have those kids anymore, and I seem to have a pretty reasonable group of people in my chemistry class this time, so I'm quite glad about that. Also, my teacher, the one that was on maternity leave all of last semester, got COVID. Actually, one of her kids got COVID or something, I don't know, so they all had to quarantine. So, you know, my teacher's gone again. We got her for one day, and then she was gone. It was kind of funny, but also kind of annoying at the same time, but she should be back soon, and so I'm glad about that, because I like the teacher. She just happens to be gone all of the time, and the subs aren't great, so, you know, but that's about it for the first week back at school. So I'm going to end the video right here as it is almost screenshots time, but subscribe if you did like today's video if you want to see more like this. But as I said, it is almost screenshots time, so I post a new video 4 times a week, so you can watch another video tomorrow. Bye!